My name is Velia Manyonga. I work for Parliament as Head of Research Division. I've been working for Parliament for about 7 years now. My work involves accessing information for members of Parliament to use, analyzing this information to assess whether it's really evidence enough for members of Parliament to use. To me, winning the award is really something that has encouraged me to go on with advocating for evidence use. Actually, when I got the news that I've won the award, to me it was like all of us can do it in supporting members of Parliament to use evidence. Not only members of Parliament, but even practitioners in various institutions or various sectors. For your own information, I work with members of Parliament who have different academic background, and they've got different political ideologies. You know, when you are providing evidence to such a diverse group, your evidence is looked at from different angles. But now, if Parliament is doing it in terms of evidence use, I'm sure all the sectors can use evidence in whatever decision they are making. I can cite an example. Here we work with members of Parliament who are who belong to government, and some members of Parliament who belong to opposition. When you provide evidence to such groups, they are going to look at it from different angles. But also, evidence used in Parliament meet several challenges. We are dealing with a group of members of Parliament who do not have time to engage with evidence. And their academic background also, they belong to different parliamentary committees. Some members of Parliament do not really have the capacity to use the evidence in decision making. So as researchers, as somebody who is an advocate of evidence use, I make sure that I support members of Parliament to use evidence in whatever decision they are making. So winning the award to me has really demonstrated that it's possible for Africa to advocate for evidence despite any environment we are working in. Lastly, what I want to add, yes, today it's my name that is being shown. It's my name that people are looking at. But behind me, as I said, I'm the head of research division. I don't achieve the work of advocating for evidence on my own. There is a team. We've got researchers who are 5 of them that are supporting the 193 members of Parliament to use evidence in the parliamentary house as well as in the parliamentary committee. But our work for evidence use would not have been possible if the Speaker of Parliament was not in support of evidence use. If the Clerk of Parliament is not supporting evidence use, I can tell you, since our background are members of Parliament with different political ideologies, evidence use in Parliament has been made possible through the support we get from the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Richard Nsowoya, and the Clerk of Parliament, Mrs. Fiona Kalimba. These people, every day, they make sure that they are supporting evidence use in Parliament. But apart from Parliament alone, this award, to some extent, has been made possible through the support we got from think tanks like AFIDEP. I remember in 2013, Parliament of Malawi was privileged to work on secure health that was championed by AFIDEP. This project capacitated us with skills. They taught us skills on how to access evidence, and then how to analyze the evidence, and then how we can apply evidence into decision making. The support was given to members of Parliament as well as the Secretariat. And the same Secure Health project, it enabled us to go to the UK Parliament, Westminster, to learn the best practices on how to advocate for evidence use among members of the UK Parliament. So, officials from research department, for example, myself and one of research officers, underwent through a 1-month internship program in UK Parliament. Our role there was really to learn how the UK Parliament is using evidence in decision making. So the capacity that the Secure Health project imparted on us contributed to where we are now. For example, through the same capacity building program, we were able to develop guidelines on how to use evidence. Today, every day, whenever we are faced with a situation to support members of parliament to use evidence, the guide is our Bible. The guide is our tool.